the left has had a monopoly on culture for a really long time. They've been able to tell you what it's okay to laugh about, who you're supposed to like, inflicting Schumer and Dunham on us, on magazine covers and all the rest of it. Odious, grotesque, talentless, unattractive harpies. Instructing us that we must find these women attractive and funny, or we're sexist, racist monsters. None of this stuff is true, and now people know it isn't true. And a space has opened up for us to start laughing again. And the most important thing really you can do is to laugh, because the left would have you believe that telling the wrong kind of joke about somebody, could be racist, could be sexist, Oh, well, you can't tell that joke because you're not black. You can't tell that joke because you're not a woman. You can't tell that joke because you're not gay. It's fucking preposterous. It's so ridiculous. If I want to tell a joke about black people, I will. And you might laugh and you might not. If I want to tell a joke about rape, I will. I find rape quite funny and sort of desirable. And it's up to me whether I choose to make myself the butt of the joke or you. If I want to put on my Grindr profile some of you know this already. If I want to put on my Grindr profile to indicate to people that I would like to sleep with African Americans, don't contact me if you're under 7 inches or you know who your dad is. I find it funny. And you know what happens when you tell a joke like that? What happens? Nothing! Nobody fucking dies! Nothing bad happens. And, the most appropriate response to these sort of hand-wringing progressive lunatics who say that jokes can be sexist, racist, all the rest of it, is that. Nothing bad happens. There's no such thing, this offense-taking, grievance culture. It doesn't mean anything. I'm really offended by that. Yeah. It doesn't mean anything. It's not an argument. It's not a reason to censor another person. And actually, and here's the really crucial thing, here's a really important thing, I was telling a journalist about this earlier today. Humor isn't alienating, like the left would like you to believe that it is. Humor brings us together. When you meet somebody for the first time, if you're sexually attracted to them, you kind of make an awkward joke or whatever, it breaks the ice, Or you meet somebody who looks different from you, or sounds different from you. You might make a joke about where they come from or what they look like. Breaks the ice, lets you know that you're, human beings. Humor brings us together. And jokes about our different identities, our different appearances, our different preferences, these things bind us. They don't drive us apart. The left wants you to believe, because it believes that all language is dangerous, potentially hateful. Wants you to believe that the slightest sexually or racially charged comment could result in, racial Armageddon. Actually, what comedians who have done a really bad job of their responsibility to push boundaries in this country, what comedians have known for quite some time in this country, or they've always known. I mean, comedians should get this. They of all people should know this. What comedy does is bring us together. And the sound of laughter is something that the progressive left now hates because they can't control it. They can't police it. They can't dictate what you find funny. And that is the best strategy you have at your disposal. It is the best weapon against them because it makes you likable and popular, and they can't stand that because they hate glamour and aspiration and beauty. You can see why they hate me so much. They hate anything they can't control. And nobody can control what makes you laugh. So the best weapon in your arsenal is laughter. Continue to laugh at them. Continue to point out their hypocrisies and lunacy and ridiculousness. And at every available opportunity, wrap the truth in a good joke. Because if you do that, you will win.